Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing how to be in balance with the divine masculine and the divine feminine, so you can experience a state of ecstasy and flow while you're witnessing the creative powers of your soul in a third dimensional simulation. When you have both of these energies in a delicate and powerful dance, and you know when to activate the feminine or the masculine, you can merge into the version of yourself that is more aligned with your soul's freedom and potential, while your inner child is in a state of entertainment because of the new experiences that are coming from the unknown. So if you watch until the end of this video, I'll break everything down for you. And if you've watched my videos before or you enjoy this type of content, definitely subscribe, share it around to anyone that needs it, and like and let me know what you've experienced with the masculine and feminine in your life, and what has been your adversity in finding balance between both. So to get right into it is understanding the masculine and feminine. So you generally have awakened to the realization that you're creating your experiences. Consciously or unconsciously, you've shifted from the victim into the creator. You're willing to see the reality that your soul has placed everything in front of you for a reason, as part of this mathematically beautiful sacred geometry which connects everything together in a perfect way. So when you're having an experience and you're healing and shadow work is coming up, initially you want to activate the feminine, which is going to allow you to embrace the essence of what you're going through, so you can see the unique expression of consciousness that is an emotion you're having or an experience you're going through. You can observe it from a neutral point of view and really just allow the emotion and the experience to have room to speak, because they are in effect of something that has happened. There is a justification why you've manifested this experience which created an emotion. There is energy inside of you that has projected outwards into the physical realm. So when you can truly not judge yourself for the experience or the emotion and just feel into it, and go deep into that feeling, as you know that you will not get bombarded by this emotion. You won't drown in the emotion because you're not scared of going deep. The only time we have a fear of drowning in an emotion is when we haven't done that before and we think if we go in, there's not going to be a way out. So once you feel into the emotion, you shift into the divine masculine, which is, this experience is a manifestation of my internal world. What is this shedding awareness on? What can I now see about my internal world that I couldn't see before? And how can I shift my internal world so the experience that reflects out from the quantum field into the physical world becomes something more aligned with my desires? Okay, so that's step one. Step two, with how to be in balance when you're dealing with the masculine and feminine energy, is learning how to pivot between both sides of the energy spectrum when you're creating something. When you have decided that you're not going to settle in life and you would rather deal with the fear of the unknown than the safety of what you are currently putting up with, and you decide to entertain the thought that the future can be different from the past and you can be more powerful than you ever thought you would, you decide you would like to create something. This could be a business, this could be a project, this could be a career, this could be a way you serve the collective, how you help your community. It's a project. So in that situation, the masculine is creating a container for the project. So having a strategy that can get you from point A to point B, that is broken down into certain actions and habits that can allow you to progressively build on what you're creating. It is the action of what you're doing. The feminine comes in right behind it in this situation when you're initially building your project. And that is the trust in the unknown, that by you letting go of control, you're going to bring in an experience or a download or a person that is connected to your project, that is going to be something that amplifies the totality of what you're creating for both people involved. It is releasing yourself to the unknown because you realize that your subconscious mind is a program that has energy inputted from the past based on the emotional reactions you've had to particular stimuli in a certain area of life that creates a pattern or a mini matrix, a cycle of energy that wants to survive. So the feminine allows you to let go, thus letting go of your subconscious beliefs wanting to survive and interrupt the change of the belief itself. Okay? Now, step 3 in how to balance your masculine and feminine energy is when you're dealing with your personal life, when you're understanding that nothing in the external world can truly give you the safety and fulfillment that you're seeking, because that level of holistic satisfaction comes from you finding satisfaction in any experience, you being entertained by any detail that is coming through from your 5 senses. That is how you kind of develop a state of ecstasy, is when your bar, right, for what has to happen in your external world, for your internal world to have a level of entertainment and curiosity. Lower that all the way down by being mindful of everything in your external world and asking yourself the question, what does this mean? How are these details coming through from my 5 senses occurring? We can feel them in the physical realm, but we know physical realm is matter, and energy in the quantum field creates that matter. So when you can ask yourself, how does one of your 5 senses work, and how are you able to see the color that your eyes are picking up on? How are you able to feel something that you are touching? How does energy turn into that thing? Then you'll become more curious. And then the masculine comes in when you can decide to start giving parts of your external world a particular purpose. You'll begin to see patterns in certain stimuli. You might have the same garden in front of you every day. You might have the same drive that you take, every day. You might go to the same gym, or you might have eaten the same fruits or vegetables or foods. You can start giving specific purposes to these stimuli that align with what you're creating and the version of yourself you would like to embody in the future. Step 4 in how to balance your masculine and feminine energy comes from learning when to leave your masculine and be more in the feminine, and when to leave your feminine and be more in the masculine. So if you feel as if the structure of life you have created has become this cycle of tasks where you're just thinking about finishing the task, and so you can get on to the next task and then that can finish, you know that you're more heavily in the masculine than the feminine, and this can help people who suffer from ADHD. The feminine is feeling as if there is no future or past, but there is a present moment in which you allow yourself to embrace all the energy coming through to you, and you embody the complete task, and you do it in a way with curiosity instead of, let me just finish this. You're really being present, and you're enjoying the fact that your soul gets to have that experience, and you get to tap into a new form of consciousness through a task. And if you feel at times where you're too much in flow, you're not sure what the future holds, your emotions are truly leading the way, and you're relying heavily on your ability to trust the unknown to a point where there is less of a goal you're working towards, there is less of a future that you're seeing, and you're just completely in the moment, then you know you have to shift into your masculine, which is deciding how you're going to use your body to exert energy from your soul in the form of an action that can layer upon another action and get you to the goals that you're trying to achieve. You can think of yourself as an architect designing an entire creation. And when you're feeling too bombarded by the empathy of somebody else's situations and the emotions of a particular circumstance, you can shift into the masculine and ask yourself, what can I do with this situation? What responsibility do I hold, and how do I move forward? Right? I hope you guys enjoy the video. I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And if you're really wanting to go beyond just the aspect of the feminine when it comes down to your awakening or shifting consciousness, then check out my videos where I incorporate the feminine and the masculine. I give you the download, but I use the masculine in a way where there is a structure of what I am saying. I'm using a language that your mind, the human mind, can interpret, so the mind merges with the soul instead of you just having a higher self and a lower self. So subscribe, share it around, comment, let me know your opinion and what you think. And if you're really feeling a sense of there is more coming in your level of growth, there is new levels of magic and alchemy that you're supposed to be tapping into, because you're remembering the information in your akashic records. You're wanting to know, how do I incorporate other life forms that my soul has been, because I feel like there is more going on than this human reincarnation. Then take my galactic quantum coaching, where I break down interdimensional consciousness in the form of skills that can allow you to logically know when to do a specific skill and how to do it depending on what you're trying to manifest. It breaks down spirituality in a way where no longer are you just going into your higher self and going into higher dimensional knowledge, but you're finding a way to incorporate your mind and your identity in your galactic mission. You're integrating your physical world with your wizard world, and you're having one come together. Well, thank each and every single one of you for showing up, being here, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.